Pinga-Oya floods. Location of Pinga-Oya. Pinga-Oya is a tributary of the Mahavali River which originates at Pujapitiya, mainly runs through Akurana, Kudugala, Ambadenna and finally reaches to the river Mahavali at Kadugastata. What is the problem here? Pinga-Oya catchment area experienced several flood events in the past few decades, so this area has long been identified as a problematic area that needs immediate action in creating public awareness. Seriousness of the problem. The first recorded flood in Akurana was in 1947. Since then, the area has been prone to many heavy floodings. One of the major floods was experienced on 30th January 2001. There have at least 13 floods since then. In 2012, another serious flood event occurred where the water level was 6 feet above road level. A very recent flash flood occurred on 29 September 2018, the worst in 20 years. The water level rose to 8 feet and the cost of damage estimated to be around 250 million rupees. All the floods result in serious environmental damage, great disruption to the economy of the community. The Kandy to Jaffna A9 road at Akurana blocked and travelers led in difficulty. Who is responsible? Many local businessmen at the area blame government for construction of the Polgala Dam in 1972 and not opening the sluice gate of Polgala Dam during flood times as reasons for floods. Some believe changes in rainfall characteristics as the reason for the floods, but upstream impact of the Polgala Dam. According to the studies, even if the water level in Polgala barrage is maintained at maximum to full supply level, there is no possibility to cause flood at Akurana as its elevation is at least 10 meters above the spillway. A rise in extreme rainfall since 2001. If the rise in floods in recent decades due to changes in rainfall, then there should be a rise in extreme rainfall in recent decades. The figure shows the rainfall in following years and the flood events occurred shown in red boxes. Even though the rainfall was 162 millimeters in 1990 and 161 millimeters in 1996, there were no floods recorded. After 2001, even rainfall of 68 millimeters and 63 millimeters caused flood in Akurana. This is strange. So nature and Polgala Dam isn't reasons to be blamed anymore. So who is responsible and what are the principal causes? Narrowal of the river through construction into the river stream corridors and floodplains. Reduction in the width of the stream is due to the construction of road bridges. Shops and large buildings is an important cause of recent floods. In 2010, the bridges counted in satellite images were 28, while in 2016 it is 43. The increase in the number of bridges across the river coincides with the floods. Changes in stream bed due to accelerated siltation and waste dumping. Filling up of the riverbed of Pinga-Oya due to siltation and waste dumping into the river leads to changes in the stream bed. Dumping of garbage or waste directly into the stream and indirectly everywhere throughout the catchment blocks the free flow of water. The changes in land use so that there is reduced infiltration into the soil. Changes in land use results in expanded flood recurrence due to reduced infiltration. Close inspection of Landsat satellite images show discernible increase in construction and paved area. So anthropogenic activities only stand behind the scene, so people around are the responsible ones. What is to be done?
Add about your involvement and cooperation to our project. So the question is, Studies prove that all the principal causes of these Pingavaya frequent floods are man-made, simply like building bridges across the river, dumping waste on riverbanks, and changing land use. So, what do you think are the actions that must be taken by public in order to solve the issue?
It is not that easy to solve this problem quickly, because this has done in a longer period. This has caused by many, as you have mentioned the reasons. So that reverting back is not that easy. Only option, to my knowledge, is that we have to maintain whatever the available capacity the Pingavaya has at the moment. Along with that, cleaning furthermore, meaning that removing the debris and the sand to a certain extent, and make sure no more damage is done. That is avoiding constructions and dumping. And number two is that this is happening once there is a heavy rain occurs, and the water collects into Pingavaya at once. And nowadays, due to again lot of constructions all over the area in which the water normally infiltrates, they all come straight to the river, and that is the reason. So that there must be some barriers to a kind of relay, so that you can break the waters, retain the waters for a while, and releasing slowly rather than all comes together, and that might prevent the frequent flash floods, I would say.
Thank you, sir. What more do you like to insist in this issue, sir?
Obviously, the people who are living around Pingavaya by the side, they have a greater role. I don't say that they are the culprits damaging the river. Rather, they can take care of protecting the river, number one. Number two, the administrators of the statutory bodies such as the Pradeshya Sabha or the Mahavali, whoever responsible in this regard, they must take care of, because I remember once one high authority from Mahavali, I guess, said that they will not allow any more constructions along Pingavaya. This happened well before, say, 3 or 4 years back. But I witnessed so many constructions happen even after that, meaning that any decision taken are not strictly implemented. There is a leak in the implementation of decisions. So that must be strictly followed. Otherwise, only the God can save the Pingavaya as well as the people dwelling along the river.
Thank you so much for your opinion and for your cooperation for our project, sir. Thank you again.
Welcome. Good luck.